Fusion fam, this podcast is scheduled for one take. We know from Houston, Texas, the new mouth of the South, Jeremy Brown, the vehement otaku Chad Forbes. Together, we are Fusion High. Fusion fam.
Oh God, dog, it's been a hot freaking minute.
Man, it's been a while, but man, guess what, your boys? We are back.
You know it.
All right, man. Well, let's get this intro out the way. I'm Chad.
And I'm Jeremy.
And together, this tag team, this collective, we make Fusion High.
Don't do that.
Oh, no, I can't do that no more?
Nah, we're about to talk about you.
Okay. I thought we were still doing that. Oh, wearing the wrong shirt for that, too.
Ooh. You gonna get bitten.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't bite me.
You ain't got no hair to pull. Or your chin here or something like that. You get bit.
I'm gonna stick my dog on him. That's what he should have did.
Sora? You gonna say Sora? Because Chanel ain't doing it.
No, Chanel can't do it. She ain't got teeth. You gonna leave my teeth in their arm.
So, if you don't know what we're talking about, I know we behind the curve, whatever.
Yeah. Well, you know what, bro? We technically not behind because stuff is coming out. Something new is coming out every single day.
Literally.
So we just waited for the facts. Well, the supposed facts.
Let's be honest.
Come out.
You were busy.
Yeah.
You was out of town.
Yeah.
We could have tried to do stuff. Yeah. That's just too much work.
Yeah.
And you had family stuff to do. I was kind of busy with work and kind of doing all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, we was on hiatus because of stuff.
Yeah, we took a little break, but we back again, baby.
But, man, we were calling each other when it happened.
Man. AEW. AEW, oh my God. Hey, AEW, y'all provided your boys some content.
Man,
our phones will not stop ringing because we was calling each other.
Man. And then we were texting, pictures.
Oh my God.
Chad, you were throwing them memes out.
The meme king, baby.
I think we had on Instagram just a bunch of we were memes.
Yeah, our Instagram was popping a little bit.
Got the internet going nuts. Y'all, you nerds.
Yeah,
ooh,
man.
Y'all some nerds.
Oh man.
I'ma say it. Y'all nerds.
Yes. Man, I don't know, nerds, smart marks, I don't know, bro. That's something because we was getting some people that was going crazy.
Boy, it was divided.
Yeah,
can you say 50-50 or what do you?
No, you know what? I'm gonna say 50-50, man. Well, as far as Punk being on one side and Elite being on the other, I will say it's 50-50, man. Because if y'all don't know, if you've been under a rock in a coffin with your eyes closed playing Dracula, I don't know. But after the All Out pay-per-view, man,
oh my God,
there was a media scrum.
I'm gonna say press conference.
Yeah. Okay. A press
scrum.
I don't know what a scrum is either,
man.
but it sound good, I guess, but it really don't. It sound kind of dirty.
Yeah. Thank you. That's what I was saying. Like, no, that's not dirty as hell. I ain't say scrum.
But yeah, man. So AEW, they had this press conference afterwards. You know, this is something AEW, they've been doing this since they've been doing pay-per-views. It's kind of cool because you get to see the fighters, the wrestlers. Right. Or sports entertainers, or however he says that.
And it's kind of a sports-based thing.
Yeah, you get to see you get to see them talking about the match. You know, they're still in character, talking about everything that's going on. It's pretty cool, but it's still
sort of.
But it's kind of like broken down. You know, is weaving in and out of kayfabe.
And if you notice too, like WWE picked that stuff up too. The only time they did interviews prior to AEW was like say it was like
WrestleMania.
Well, no. That too, like it was like ESPN or like Bob Waltz or some crap like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they call, you answer. You ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
So, but like now they're kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah,
so we've seen they get ready for Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
They doing the same thing. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that they took that from AEW.
Yeah. And they've been around for over like ever.
Yeah, but AEW probably wishing they stopped that because CM Punk he was first up. If you don't know, CM Punk, he had to relinquish the title because he broke his foot or something like that.
3 months ago.
Yeah, but he was gone for a while. In the summer of Punk, we were denied.
Yeah.
But it's okay because John Moxley stepped in, and it was the summer of Moxley. And John Moxley, Moxley did his thing, but he fought Punk, and Punk won. Well, Punk lost in a disturbing fashion, which I can't believe. Like, bro, how do you lose?
Man.
It was a squash match, like a squash match with CM Punk. That was insane.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Punk wins the belt again at All Out, and they have the press conference afterwards.
Yup.
And CM Punk just let us all know how he felt.
Shoot! Bah! 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 Fucking Tony!
Pipe bomb for you! Pipe bomb for you! Hey, EVPs, y'all over there?
Pipe bomb?
Take that!
No, he wasn't pipe bombing. That dude napalm. Then he nuked somebody. And then he threw nuke. Oh my God, that guy he didn't give a fuck.
Man, he did not at all.
He didn't give a fuck.
Man. And it's so funny because with all the chatter and everything going on, we asked for this. This is kind of our fault in a way.
See,
How? No, because we wanted an alternative, a clear alternative to WWE. We all wanted that.
Yes.
And we all love a CM Punk.
Yes.
CM Punks. We all love that.
Apparently we don't, because some people are like, he's just never happy and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but, man, he went. This was nuclear, bro. Like, he was going crazy. One.
And I'm on his side.
Yep.
Just to let you know whose side I'm taking. But go on.
Okay, so, we're going to talk about sides in a minute.
Okay.
So, he gets on the mic and says he works with children. And then he bashed Jeremy's favorite wrestler, Hangman Adam Page. He destroyed him.
Almost hit the back of your head. You just said that about me.
He destroyed Hangman Adam Page, talking about him going into business for himself with his promo that he cut when they were feuding for the belt. Then he's talked about the EVPs. Well, actually, no.
Colt Cabana.
I was about to say, let me go back. Because Colt Cabana was a catalyst for all of this. So, the press conference, CM Punk tried to crack a little jokey joke. Asking this dude,
I remember you said about that.
you still friends with Colt Cabana? And he's like, no, I don't like that guy. CM Punk's like, oh, well, that was my joke. Because now I can't get it off.
But I'm going to get this off.
And he destroyed, like rain, fire, and brimstone, and everything on Colt Cabana's head top, bro.
Now, hold up. Has anybody did a health and welfare check on that guy? Because I think he self-deleted himself after that.
Oh, my God. Delete, bro. That was so wild. Like,
I was loving it. Ain't gonna lie.
Man, it was like, I did too, but I was so, like, flabbergasted. I was like, dang, Colt Cabana ain't do nothing. You like, but he kind of did, but he didn't.
Soon.
I'm like, well, and then CM Punk let him have it, like Booker T, let him have it.
Let him have it. Let him have it. Let him have it. Let him have it.
And he did, and he gave it to him. So he took out Colt Cabana, Hangman, and he went to the EVP. Now, EVP stands for Executive Vice President.
Yes.
So most people in the working world, your EVPs, you don't really talk down upon them because they carry so much power. They're in charge of everything. But we gotta remember, AEW is a wrestling company. The EVPs of this wrestling company are wrestlers.
Well,
They put themselves.
I'm gonna let you.
So they put themselves into positions of wrestlers while also being the EVPs of the company. But we all know them for being wrestlers.
Yes.
So
yes.
I feel like that's how CM Punk see them. Like he don't respect not a single one of them, bro.
Punk just don't give a damn.
No, he sure didn't.
And I'm like this with Punk. He's like a fair guy. And I've heard great things about him, like on the other side. Like, let's see, you notice Punk don't talk about himself, and this is the only time you see Punk do these things. So, on the other hand, them dudes like they cute for the camera. They get all pretty and they, make themselves glamorous. And Punk was like, all right, I did my job. While I'm around here, I'll be cordial, respectful, teach the young guys this, that, and the third, right? And then I go home.
Yeah. But
that's kind of like me.
But he didn't go home. He didn't go home after that match. That boy went to that table and let it out. Bro, he destroyed the Elite, bro.
I love it.
Verbally, like.
I love it.
I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought they were cool. Like, before that happened. I thought they were cool. But granted, if you really notice, the Bucks and Kenny and CM Punk never really crossed paths. Kenny wasn't even there for majority of the times during CM Punk's tenure there. They never crossed paths there.
Right.
But so that's why I thought there was no beef. There was no smoke. But apparently that was a trash can. And smoke was coming from that trash can, and we didn't see that mess. And CM Punk just said, "Oh, y'all don't see this fire? Let me let that out for you."
We did. Well, your sources, but the source you don't like.
Oh no.
And he's not Nostradamus, Negro Damus. He's just an old dude who knows his shit.
Yeah.
And him and his cohort or co-host. Hawaiian Brian, the podcast line, Brian Last, and Jim Cornette himself. They get it from good sources from actual wrestlers. Mm-hmm. And they also, read like Aaron Hawani and all them guys, like actual good sources of media, right? For a year, at least a year, at the least. I'm not gonna say for the 3 years. They've been trying to tell guys like us smart marks and us dumbasses or whatever. Yo, that's some trouble. Like, it is divided over there.
So what were they saying? That was
like the elite, like so, like them gang of kids, man. The Cooper Monkey kids and all that stuff. If you notice, I don't know if you watch BTE, be in the elite.
Yeah.
Remember Cody used to be on the intro.
Yeah.
Then they got him out. Yeah. And Cody kind of did his own thing, so he had a few wrestlers to wrestle with, even though he's an executive vice president.
Yeah.
And then Cody left. Wonder why Cody left.
Very interesting.
He signed an NDA just like Tony signed an NDA, so the world may never know.
Very, very interesting.
And so he kept talking about that, like how, like a certain gang of people, because it was mad cliquish over there, and they saying, and there's certain things that Jim can't say. Because he signed an NDA, well, at least with AEW.
Yeah.
But like, also not to put, that certain individual wrestler or employee of AEW on blast. Because they talk to these guys and girls.
Yeah.
Bit one of them guys with FTR because they've been in their podcast. So like, that's kind of well known. So it's not like it's a big secret I just discovered.
Yeah.
But they kind of been telling us this stuff. And people, I need a job or this is a good gig, whatever. And Punk was that guy like, I don't give up.
Because he don't.
Fuck you. Fuck you! Hey, you media motherfuckers! Fuck all you motherfuckers!
Except for Izzy. Except for Izzy.
Izzy, you're cool. Yeah, you're cool.
Yeah, Izzy cool.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! You're cool. And fuck you! I'm out.
But the rest of y'all?
Hey, Dave. Huh, Dave?
Mr. Metzler. Bro. And you know what's so funny? So he flamed up the Elite, Colt Cabana, Hangman Adam Page.
I'm a fuckhead.
Yep. And he did all that while I'm eating the most delicious looking cupcakes I've ever seen.
Muffin, actually. Yeah,
muffins. Them look, man, them things look delicious. Them things look delicious, bro. He was tearing them things up. Whatever that drink was, he was
popping them bitches. He was spreading them out, boy. He was getting ready, boys. So oh, you motherfuckers. And I agree with all of that. Because I like how he did Tony. You see he look pretty.
Now that part, Tony was like, I should have got to that before. CM Punk like,
nah, you hit it look pretty now. You had your chance. You fucked yourself. That is, let him drive.
But what I was trying to figure out, the craziest thing about it was that nobody asked CM Punk about Colt Cabana. At least from what we seen, and that when them cameras started rolling. No, because I went back and watched it because I thought I missed something. So I'm like,
you didn't.
I'm like, no one asked you about Colt Cabana, bro. Like, I know it had been a rumor that when CM Punk came in, Colt Cabana mysteriously stopped being on taping. He stopped being with the Dark Order. Then Tony Khan comes out and says that it was his choice to move Colt Cabana to the Ring of Honor roster.
Which is a tech
So
company.
he moved him basically to the Shadow Realm because Ring of Honor only consists of maybe a couple of champions.
That's it.
I'm sorry,
Just the
4,
champions.
right? 4 champions. The World Champion.
Pure champion.
And then the tag team.
The TV champion.
Oh, the TV
tag
champion. Yeah. So yeah, 5 people.
I don't know who the women's champion. Do they have a women's champion?
No, they don't. I haven't seen the women's belt.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so you put him there. I was like, but he ain't doing nothing. Maybe he's working behind the scenes. I don't know anything that's going on with Ring of Honor. I don't think anyone does at this point.
Yeah, it's
we don't
probably
really
top
know.
secret right now.
Yeah,
If
we
something.
don't. Yeah, we don't know what's going on with Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
But man, bro, he just put Tony in his place. Said, Tony,
Hey.
you sit down. Daddy Punk got this.
You see, he look pretty.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's it.
And how you tell the president, owner of his company to sit down and shut up?
Oh,
and
it's
he
easy.
sat there and take it. I don't know how, but
Oh, it's easy.
he did.
Okay.
Man, so now you said sides. You're on CM Punk's side.
Yes.
Why are you on CM Punk's side?
I'll give you everything.
Okay.
So, you said it earlier, and it's true. Nobody mentioned Colt Cabana there at the media press conference. I'm not going to say scroll. That's, like I said, sounds dirty. Ugh. So, the reason why I agreed to all this, even though corporately, yeah, it's wrong how he did it. I will admit that. It's because he was addressing all the media people that put that rumor out. Notice he looked at Dave and was like, Dave. Okay, so that's the real. Except Izzy, you're cool, Izzy.
Yep.
Good job. Keep it going, kid. They did that. They then went to Punk. They can get his number. They could have called him.
Yeah.
And I bet they got his number.
Yeah.
They could have talked to FTR and all these other people and everything like that. See if it's true. But nobody confirmed it with that guy. Numero uno. Anything we talk about, let's be honest, man. I went backwards. It's Tony's fault. Because
Tony is the. And I like Tony Khan. Don't get me wrong. But Tony Khan is the catalyst for all of this
because he did not do shit
on both sides.
Yeah,
on both sides. This could have all been prevented. So I work like in the semi-corporate world.
Okay.
I deal with it a lot, and I've seen so many times where in fact I just had an issue I had to deal with on Friday.
I mean, you told me about that.
And there's certain ways you have to handle things.
Right.
Because one, it puts your company in liable if you handle it the wrong way.
Yes.
You show any type of favoritism or anything like that.
You're in
Which,
trouble.
honestly, I think that's what happened here because Punk is the cash cow. Punk is the golden goose of AEW.
Granted, that is wrestling. It's a wrestling company. It's kind of, it's not.
No. Well, I mean,
It's a
you're
wrestling
right.
company.
You're right to that point, but HR is HR. The law is the law. So that don't change whether it's a wrestling company or not. Now, how it gets reported and handled is the difference. But you say it's a wrestling company, but the wrestling companies, everything is sworn to secrecy. They keep everything behind closed doors. The difference here is Punk took the dirty laundry and put it all on the table.
And you know what?
He put it all out
I get
there.
why he did what he did because once he was like I said, he was dressing these guys, the media people, but basically putting shit on him.
Yeah.
They even asked him, like I said, Tony has the reason why I said all this is Tony Khan's fault because he has posts in the media. He's always on Busted Open Radio.
Yep.
He's always on Observer News. What's it called? Wrestling Observer Live. He always talking to Dave and Brian. So and then who you think they got them media people there? Tony.
Yeah.
So it ain't like, oh well, I was ignorant. No, ain't no. So that's number one. Number two, the Hangman Adam Page part. I know Tony has to be like, what the hell is going on? You sound kind of heelish even though you're a babyface.
So now with that, okay. So with the Hangman Adam Page part of this,
okay.
when I first watched that promo, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, this is a good promo for Hangman Adam Page.
I agree.
It was good. It was good. I'm not saying Hangman's not a bad wrestler. Hangman's not bad on the mic. Just something with his title reign, it eventually just fell flat, and I still don't know why. I don't know if it was a booking thing or not. But Hangman's not bad in the least, not at all. Very talented.
Now he is.
But now
he is now.
Now he's not the darling of AEW, well, now I won't say he probably still is a dog of AEW.
No, he ain't.
But when it comes to the, you don't think so?
He went in business for himself. As a
Yeah.
wrestler, you ain't gonna.
No.
You're not gonna be like. Would you want to work with a guy that you just see burn or got into business for himself, try to bury a guy who's the top guy, who's like that guy's actually helping y'all generate money? Would you want to work with a guy like that?
Nope.
There you go.
Nope.
There you
and
go.
that's, I could not understand, at first, at the time, when I
Mhm.
watched the promo,
Right.
I saw it as, okay, Hangman is looking at Punk as a guy that's come from WWE, like so many others have come from
Right.
WWE to AEW
Right.
to take the homegrown talent of AEW spot. So when he said, I have to protect this from you, I was like, dang, like, he's finally addressing that issue, because everybody online said, I see Twitter, bro, it's Instagram.
It's more than that too, though.
They're always talking about, man, all AEW is WWE rejects and blah blah blah, yada yada yada, which is whatever.
Kinda
I
true.
guess that's how you
It's
want to,
WCW.
if you want to see it like that, whatever.
It's
but-
WCW.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it is.
but most of the people that have come over there, they're pretty well for themselves. So I saw that promo like that. I didn't see any spiciness, even though it was on the heelish side. It was.
Yeah.
It was kind of heelish.
Yeah.
I didn't see that as him going into business for himself at the time. But when Punk came back
Right.
and he called out Hangman at a page for a championship match,
Right.
I'm like, what is Punk doing? Why is he calling this man out? Like, it's very random, and he never came out, and
Burying him.
And
Like
I
a
was
coward.
like, yep. He said, yep. He called that man a coward on national TV for everybody to see, and he just did nothing about it.
Could.
Cowardness, I guess.
Couldn't.
I guess the definition of being a coward, but he couldn't.
Could.
So that's why I thought they were gonna get into something somewhere, but when it never happened, I'm like, ooh, there's some heat here.
Yep.
It's getting kind of hot around here.
And
Now here we go to the press conference, right?
right, and then we got that. And so I get back to you said, well, I'm on this side. Now, fuck here, y'all. The one thing, and I tell you this numerous times, I said, wow, Punk was wrong. He didn't have to do Coca Battle like that. That boy destroyed that dude.
Banished that man to the shadow
He
realm.
massacred that dude. He hit him with napalm. Nah, I ain't happy with that. Then he nuked him. He said, just in case there's any kind of molecules of that man left, man, throw them Scud missiles right that spot. Because the last thing he said, I never forget, before he got up and pshum with his muffin, was like, there's two people that made money off the name CM Punk. And one was Vince McMahon. And the second was Coca Banner.
Bro.
Oh, shit. Just in case y'all didn't know,
Okay.
I don't like this motherfucker.
Hey, do you know, remember that episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! When Yugi was battling Weevil? And Weevil had been just
Oh, he was
screwing
fucking
over
with that man.
Yugi and his friends and all that, and Yugi had enough.
Yeah.
And he just kept attacking him and attacking him when he having his points left.
Yeah, he had that card as his infinite attacks,
Hey,
man, over and
That
over.
was Coke. That was a CM Punk and Coca Banner, bro.
3枚目モンスターカードドローモンスターカードドローモンスターカードドローモンスターカードドローモンスターカード
Like Coca Banner was dead, and CM Punk was just again, and then that boy left and came back. You got a bank account with your mama, and I'm out.
Yo.
He just, I'm like, dude.
No, the last thing he said was a Vince McMahon thing.
He already did. Stop it.
Nah.
He turned his
Just in
shit.
case, because that's what the bank account with his mom was like, with his mother, and I'll tell you what kind of man he was.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the nuke. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if somebody do a welfare check on that man to see if he self-deleted himself, because Jesus. And so that I will say he was wrong. If anything.
And you know, by the way, before you get to your next point,
Yeah.
I just saw a tweet from Coca Banner today, like a statement that he made. He said that,
He's alive.
Yeah, he's good. He's alive.
Oh, or is his ghost?
Well,
His
significant other. It's probably his little Cuphead ghost floating up. Nobody brought him back down to earth. But yeah, he said that. On top of that, he said to clear things up, my brother's is a director of Family Guy, and he had to make it count with my mom too.
Stop it!
Was that
Stop it!
supposed to?
Stop it!
Was that
Shut up!
Help?
Shut up!
Fuck up. Shut the fuck.
That supposed to help? Cause
Y'all
now,
husband sons. That's what that tell me. Y'all husband sons.
was that supposed to help? Cause
No.
it did not. It did not at all.
So he just dug himself to the like 7th layer of hell, didn't he?
Like, I ain't never seen somebody get pushed into a grave and bring a shovel to dig deeper. Like, I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it is.
So y'all husband sons would sound like to me.
I was like, I don't know what y'all got going on.
Go home,
Like,
Roger.
I would have
I would have never said that.
I respect people when they don't say stuff. If you don't say anything, you have the option to be quiet.
That's
Like,
what Punk did until he was like Popeye. That's all I can stand, and I can't stand
stand
no more. And that's what happened.
man.
Colt, sometimes you just gotta shut up.
Yeah.
We have Instagram people that bother, that say some stuff towards us. Chad don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I don't say nothing.
Now I ain't gonna lie, me and Jeremy may talk about y'all about.
Yeah, we'll say it,
We're
but
like,
I don't-
foolishness. But
I don't
you
talk to
have
avatars.
Yeah, you have the choice to not say anything. You really do. That's your
Might
choice.
kick your own ass.
Or bury yourself deeper in a 7-foot grave you was already in. But
Yeah.
because Punk that buried him 6 feet, bro. He came back for the 7th with the Vince McMahon and Colt Cabana line. He came back for that extra foot.
And then Coach just buried himself straight to hell, man. God, I didn't know he did that.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah. So what other reasons do you have?
And so, that being said, the one thing I think he did wrong, and then when it come down to the executive vice presidents, I don't know if it's Kenny or the Bucks. Let's just say the Bucks. I'm putting my money on the Bucks.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. Honestly, I believe that they did that to that man.
Why?
Because they're cool with Cole.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Yeah.
And why would Punk have to lie about it?
Yeah.
Why?
Fair.
What would he
That's fair.
gain out of that?
That's fair. They brought him to AEW to not save it, but to elevate it to another spot.
Yes.
Now, CM Punk is CM Punk. I know, even though he may not like Colt Cabana, he know where Colt Cabana work at. He knows that. He could have been like, ugh, he there? Nah, fam, I'm good.
I'm cool.
And did something else if he wanted to. But he came to work there anyway.
Yup.
And guess who had a hand in hiring CM Punk?
Who's that, sir?
Tony Khan. Let's see, who else? There's some EVPs I can't think of. Oh, Buck 1, Buck 2.
And Kenny.
And Kenny, they all had a hand in bringing this man here. So,
Well, wait. It could just be Tony.
you telling me that one of the biggest, everybody chants CM Punk all the time ever since Punk's been gone. Okay? We're chanting for this man. We're calling this man. You're telling me that they didn't know or have a say in this
They don't
man?
have a say. The president trumps the vice president.
That's true, but they knew he was coming.
And
They could've-
CEO, Daddy come, and Tony be like, hey, fuck it, that guy's gonna generate some money. And it did.
Yeah, and you're right, it did. But I felt like they knew, bro. They knew. They could have. Now, I don't think they would have been able to necessarily stop
What?
Punk from coming.
No, they wouldn't. They
But
can't.
yeah, no, they would be foolish to do it. If I'm being completely honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll give you that.
friendship is friendship. I mean, I'm cool with people who I work with, but at the end of the day, business is your business. And
Yeah.
if you want your company to go to the next level, you bring in CM Punk.
I get it.
Colt Cabana gonna have to be cool with that. It is what it is. They don't have to wrestle a match together.
Nope.
They don't have to do anything.
Nope.
And I mean, I'm being completely honest. Like
Oh, yeah.
Colt Cabana was just
There.
he's jobbing with the Dark Order. That's all he was doing. It's not like he was in a main event title picture.
He never
wasn't
pushed the needle.
He wasn't. Yeah, he didn't push a needle. He wasn't doing anything.
He didn't even touch it.
So I mean, it's not like they weren't gonna ever cross paths or anything like that.
Nope.
So I don't think CM Punk was lying either. I don't think he's lying either.
And ultimately, I think Punk was showing men how to be men. Yeah, I mean, he's sick. He's, granted, like, he's not like the average person in the world. Average American in this case, or average Western person. So he got his shit set but also it's the work that he did prior to
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not what he's doing, currently.
I mean, that's how it goes. Like that's why we have resumes. Like,
And so that being said, to watch a man be a man and not a beta, not a simp, not a donkey, and sit there and take the abuse like everybody else. Now there are people, and I guess that's why they call them the voice of the voiceless, because there's some people that
that's one reason why
going through that
one reason why I like CM Punk, because he always speaks his mind no matter what. Like, I feel like I can circle back to WWE with the whole pipe bomb incident. Now, we know the pipe bomb scripted at this point, right? Everybody knows that. But it's
some truth in there.
That's what makes great wrestling, even great stories in general, is that whole element of, okay, we know this is scripted, we know what it is, but it's those elements of truth, little truth sprinkles that are in there.
Right.
We know that's how CM Punk felt about a lot of stuff.
Right,
we know that. We know that.
Well, at least after the fact.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew it then too, you can tell.
Yeah.
But after the fact, he was like, yo, this shit was real.
Yeah. And that's, it is what it is on that, bro. And when he got up there and was talking about how he felt about stuff, and you know my stance on this is that I respected what Punk did. I really did. But that's the part about when you're on top, when you're a person, when you're a leader in management or leader of the locker room like CM Punk is that what you say and the way you carry yourself has weight. Yeah. And it influences a lot of things. Now, that's why I put most of the blame honestly on Tony. I really do.
Yeah, and that's why I said, like, everything we talk about is on Tony.
But Punk could have probably handled it better, or he could have chose, you don't ever want to bury the company who you work for. You don't want to do that publicly in front of everybody. You don't want to. You don't. That's not something. Nobody wants to do that.
I'll tell you this. What does one do when they're back against the wall and nobody's there for you to defend?
That's the problem. Your back should. You should back.
There you go. So fuck everybody.
His back should have never
been. Fuck you.
His back should have never been against the wall in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah. But when you have nobody here for your defense, and I mean from top to bottom and side to side, and it's just you, and it's your two hands, fuck it.
Yeah, because he did. He destroyed all of them. And if it's true about the Bucks or what Kenny did, bro, that's trash.
That's didn't even get to that.
We ain't even. I'm talking about as far as with the whole Colt Cabana and CM Punk thing. But we ain't even got to the good stuff yet. We ain't even got there.
Before we carry on, man, shout out to Booker T at the Hall of Fame podcast with him and his co-host.
Yeah.
He said something that was so true. I ain't gonna lie. He said some stuff that, like, he was right, but I was like, man, because I want Punk to be right so bad. Because, like I said, it looked like he was on, being a man from the world, this is how you be a man. Because I feel like it's a bunch of betas nowadays, man. A lot of us been
it's not so much. No, it's not. No, that's not what that. That's not what that was with Punk. That's just Punk. That's just you're being put in a situation and you got fed up and you spoke your mind. Nobody being a man don't have nothing to do with it.
That's some bullshit because a lot of people don't.
But a lot of people that speak their mind. They ain't got nothing to be about being a man or not.
Man, they did it.
They're just being a person that sticks up for yourself.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't.
But
go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, because we'll get into a whole tirade on that.
Oh, but a lot of people know, and I'm just like,
yeah. But some people, okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. They can't. I know they can't. Yeah. But so what he said, this whole thing, like I said, we're gonna get to the juicy part. He's right. Booker T was right on this part.
What did he say?
Was that whole thing overshadowed the pay-per-view?
That is that. Oh, and I was gonna talk about that when we started getting into the whole fight situation. That
overshadowed the pay-per-view.
MJF came back.
Yeah.
MJF. Everybody's been wanting MJF to come back for the longest time. Yep. He's been gone for months and months.
Yep.
And he came back.
Yep.
And that was an afterthought.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
An afterthought.
Bump that! Now, true, that is afterthought. But the best match for the night, and both me and Dorothy believe it or not, even Jim and Brian think so too, was the Acclaim versus Swerve Out of Glory.
Yeah, and that was the best match of the night. A lot of people got that sentiment, brought out the sentiment. It was a good match.
Yeah,
it was a really good match.
That's the whole show.
It was good. And oh, by the way, we already know. We're gonna call it now.
Yep. What?
2 Wednesdays from now, they got the belt, bro. They got the belt.
I think it's this coming Wednesday.
Is this Wednesday?
Yup.
Oh, it is. That's right.
This
I keep
Wednesday.
forgetting the match with Danielson and
Moxley.
and Jericho already happened already.
Yep.
So now this Wednesday.
The white guy won.
Yes. Yes. I'm happy that Danielson won. I didn't mind that Jericho won their match for first match.
The way he won too. That's why
I wasn't mad at it at all.
I'm cool with the way he won it.
I still don't understand how Jericho can wrestle at the level that he wrestles at for being as old as he is. Cause
that's something we can do, but like
no,
the way he does.
I haven't seen it except for Ricky Steamboat. I remember when Ricky Steamboat came back and he was killing it.
See, name one.
Yeah, thumb is more than 2. That's like 4 or something, right? I can't think of any other. But Ric Flair wasn't doing none of this. Ric Flair been old as long as I've been alive, but that's a whole other story.
I mean, obviously, yeah. Versus 70s, she was a twinkling on that.
But yeah, man, Jericho was doing it at a high level,
okay.
And that was a good match between them two. And I'm happy Danielson won, but it's time for Danielson to be champion.
Yeah,
it's time.
Yeah.
It's time. Yeah,
I concur.
Yeah,
but
let's
yeah, like I think, like I said, I truly believe the match tonight was the Acclaim, and Swerve Not Glory, and I agree with Jim. They should have called an audible and had the Acclaim win, because like, can you get that back, that magic? Because it was great storytelling and wrestling, and I'm not saying like some of the other matches don't do it, but that one right there.
You know what?
That one right there.
You know what, Jeremy?
That one right there.
I'm about to play Monday night. What is that? Monday night quarterback.
Okay.
I'm kind of Monday morning quarterback.
Okay.
I'm kind of happy that the Acclaim didn't win.
Okay.
And it's because of what we said about the whole being overshadowed. Now on Wednesday, if they win, they're gonna get their chance, and it's gonna be a beautiful situation.
True. Okay.
And the same thing now with if Danielson gets the belt, or if I don't think Moxley's gonna get the belt. I feel like he's trying to go on vacation. He already said like, "Hey, bro, y'all brought me in on vacation for this. I'm a wrestle, I guess." And
you should say if I wrestle episode, but I got you.
Yeah, I got you. Like, I'm a wrestler and I'm getting out. But yeah, this fight. Oh my God! So tell the people what happened in this fight. How did it start?
Well, one more thing about Booker T. What he said too before, because like I said, good point. Oh my God, that fight. He was like, Punk said some fighting words, and I was like, huh? Because Punk was boasting about, which I mean, it's true. You know what I'm saying? That he was like, the first $1 million house on my back, on my shoulders. And he was all, Booker T was all like, man, if there was a guy, who just out there boasting like, y'all the reason y'all getting paid, I'm the reason y'all getting paid, he said, he said, to me, those are fighting words. And I was kind of looking at it like, gotta remember, don't look at today's wrestling. Like how it used to be from like, I call it our daddy/granddaddy's wrestling, right? Those guys were men. I was cool with Undertaker saying there's guys in the locker room with guns and knives and shit like that. I mean, as a veteran, that ain't shit. That was just a Monday for me, right? And I'm like, okay, I get it, man. You know what? Yeah, you don't want a guy to come around just, walking with his chest out, saying I'm the shit, because and y'all here because of me. I can understand that as a man. I get it. But let's be honest. And I was talking to my wife about it, right? And I was all like, yeah, but man, Booker T said this and that and third. I said I kind of agree with Booker T on that, even though But she's like, but ain't it true though? And I go, yeah, it's true.
See, that's the thing. It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. It may be true, but there's so many men and women that break their backs for AEW.
Yeah, and that's why.
And there's sometimes that you don't have to say, like we said before. You can think that to yourself, and when you go in and ask Tony for your raise or whatever the case may be, then you bring that up. But you don't bring that up in front of everybody to hear, so it makes it look like the Acclaim not doing nothing.
Yeah.
It makes it look like Moxley isn't doing nothing. And like you're putting down
he gave Moxley his roses on that same scrum now.
Yeah, he did. But you're basically putting down your coworkers. But in a roundabout way, you're not trying to.
But when you, like I told you before, what happens when you ever cornered a cat before?
Yep.
See, I mean, even kittens. I've done it to a kitten, and I was like, oh shit, kittens do it too. And I'm like, get your ass over here, So when you're cornered, it's like, what do you expect though?
Yeah.
Back against the wall, when you corner, you gonna see the claws or get the claws.
Yeah, man, but
and that's what happened. Cookie Monster, Chick Magnet Punk.
Yeah, well, the Chick Magnet definitely brought out the claws.
Man.
So this.
You want me to get to that point?
Yeah, go ahead and get to the locker room brawl.
Oh my God, the stories of the stories. Which was worse? Brett was punching Vince, punch Vince, or Punk and Ace Steel beating the hell out the Young Bucks and Kenny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So what was told, Punk,
allegedly.
thank you.
Allegedly.
Punk, Ace Steel's wife, who was crippled by the way, I think her leg or foot is broke from what they keep saying.
Yeah.
And Larry the Dog.
Larry the Dog
was in the locker room. And then the Bucks, from what it sounded like, well, let's say the EVPs heard that invitation. And they was like, hey, do. You know, I heard they knock, and Punk wasn't answering that door. They made a super kick party!
Yeah, they got the super kick down that door. They probably, I bet you they yelled that before they came up in there.
Oh, they must have yelled this. Man, who the fuck? Got knocked the hell out. Because I heard old pretty boy Matt got knocked the hell out. Ain't still, somehow must have heard the commotion going on. Threw a chair like it was the Boondocks.
I think that one turned to Raleigh. I'm mad.
Knocked that dude out. Kenny got his hair pulled by Ace Steel, and apparently he's vampiric because he big Kenny.
Yeah, that boy went feral. So that boy went feral. So look, now. So I was listening to. Hey, where did I get that from? I don't remember if it was Busted Open or what, but they were saying that. So before this happened, before the fight started, the Bucks and Kenny were furious, rightfully so.
I get it.
So they were talking to the lady who was in charge, who's like in charge of their legal and all that stuff.
She's the second in charge of AEW.
Talking to that lady, and then from there, they found out that Punk and they went back in their locker room, so they stormed their way. I'm sorry, they super kicked their way down the hall to Punk's door and kicked down the door and asking for more and wanted to smoke. And
they got fired.
Yeah, they got fired. They got like what you say, napalm? They got all that.
Yeah.
So when you're talking to and this is where I know AEW got some issues they got to work through. When you're talking to HR already about what's going on there, HR should have nipped that mess in the bud. Like, hey, look. One, Tony should have stopped Punk. Like, I was about Punk. Unplug your mic. All right. This is over. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace out. That's what he should have did to prevent all this. But he did it. So now we got to go to HR. HR. Now, I know that there's the EVPs are probably in. Well, normally HR is kind of on the same level, but not the same level as the people that are in charge.
Normally, they're supposed to be over like all that shit. But let's be honest, the company hired you.
Yeah, exactly. So that we know how that goes.
Right.
They should have stopped that right then and there. They should have told them. They should have told the Bucks, "Hey, man, y'all are representing this company. You can't go do what you're about to go do." Cause I know they came in there hot. I know they did.
Like son of a gun.
Yeah, because I'm sure like wrestling, like you said, this is a wrestling company, so it's maybe not like every other corporate company in the world.
Of course.
So the way they carry themselves on certain things, they're wrestlers at the end of the day. On top of that, they just won the Trios belt. Just won it. Just won it. So
who booked that? Go on.
Yeah. So they should be like, you're champions, you're EVPs, you can't carry yourself like this. You know what it means to hold a belt in the wrestling company. Like, you got to carry yourself better. We'll handle this on Monday. What should have happened? Should have stopped the Bucks.
Stop there.
The Bucks should have stopped there. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're right. No, you're perfect. Tony couldn't. Let's be honest. Tony couldn't say shit to Punk. Because Tony allowed this shit to happen to Punk.
I understand. Yep.
He should.
Right. No, you're right.
You're right. I'm not going to take that away from you.
Yeah.
He's the boss.
Yeah, he should.
Hell, what the fuck? What you saying, man? You allow this shit to happen to me, and I can't say nothing about it? Tony will whoop your ass too.
Vince would have never, Richard Man would have never allowed that down. Like, what are you doing?
Get some, old man. So I get it.
Yeah.
You're right. No, and you're not wrong, because I agree. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is Tony's fault. Yeah. He's the catalyst of it all. Yeah. He exacerbated by doing shit. He ain't do nothing.
And it's, you're right
though. But I'm like, if he did, like, who you playing favorite son?
And I ain't, and I ain't got to even shoot Tony some bell because, I mean, it is what it is. But it's a new company. It's
3 years.
Owning a wrestling company. I mean, 3 years is still very new for a company.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Very, very new. He needs to surround himself with people, better people.
Wow, you sound like Jim and Brian.
That's just like, but
You heard that? You heard that? I sent you a video of that.
I'm saying, but you gotta think when you work when you're assembling your team for people that you work with,
Right.
you don't want yes men.
No,
you
you don't.
want people that are their own individuals with their own ideals that can work as a collective.
And-
that's what you need.
And elevate the
That's
You're right.
that's what you need.
Right.
But right now, it seems like that point's been lost somewhere in AEW. I don't know where it's
Yes.
gone, but they
Right.
need to find it because now you got 4 of your top stars beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And one of them just came back from injury. So you put this man, I'm sorry, 2 of them just came back from being injured.
Yeah.
And now,
Yeah.
you know, you're literally jeopardizing the company.
Yeah.
Because people come to see Kenny and they come to see Punk.
Like, man, they come to see Punk because like the first match with Kenny back, they lost 200,000 viewers by the way. Maybe that's why they're kind of jealous of Punk. I'm just saying.
Could be. Could be.
He fired. Oh man, Punk's the reason why Coca Better ain't got a job.
Yeah, but I mean,
Cause I want all the people back, and that's why Punk was kind of talking that shit. Ooh wee,
can't do.
But you're right. Get back to
yeah.
it. But you're right, and I'm just being petty. Forgive me out, you know. And Chaz don't.
Hey, this the petty cast, bro.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
And you're right. So is HR guilty?
Yeah.
I'm part of this. Cause she knew.
HR
Mega knew.
HR got a hand in it too.
And I think she's a lawyer too, by the way.
Because
So you should know it.
You are obligated to protect the company.
Yeah.
And that stopping them
So they said
from getting to him is protecting the company.
So wait. So you said they talked to Mega, right? She's HR.
Yeah. She's like,
No, she's a freaking lawyer. Of all people in the galaxy, besides HR,
Yeah.
this, you know the legal ramifications of what the hell's gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. If you're
these
HR,
the Kokomo kids go ahead and kick a goddamn down now.
if you're HR and legal, like you said, you know what could potentially happen.
Yes.
That's why I say you stop that.
Go
That's why I say you should have been like, the buck stops here.
Monday,
Yeah.
we had talked. Well, technically it was Monday. Monday, hours later, because you know
Yeah.
it was like midnight.
Go home, go to your hotel, sleep it off. We'll talk at 9 a.m. sharp.
But no, yeah, because you know Tony couldn't do nothing at the time. They said because during that time, that's when you know they had the press conference there. So Tony didn't know shit until after the fact.
And you know what? I haven't watched the rest of that press conference either. Didn't need to. I didn't get to.
Well, you
watch
sent it
it
to me, so I was like, you know,
and
I was
I
doing
didn't
garden
get
work
to
and
finish
shit.
watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, I know me and Jeremy about to do a podcast about this.
I did garden work when I was listening to the whole thing.
Yeah. So man, the Bucks, Kenny Omega versus CM Punk and Ace Steel. They fought, and it was wild. It was crazy. I can't wait till Dark Side of the Ring does something on this because it's gonna be great.
Well, hold up.
Oh my god.
Apparently, did you hear this story?
Oh,
Allegedly, Kenny came in there to say Larry freaking
so now,
go!
oh yeah, so time's out, bro. So I was, so me and Chris Thomas, the guy that was just on our last podcast,
Check it out.
Stopping with Quiz, check that out on YouTube. Me and him were texting and talking about this,
Oh,
and
okay.
we both came to an agreement, bruh. If me and you got beef, if we got beef, do not touch my fur baby. Don't touch my fur baby. Don't look at my fur baby. Don't breathe this way, because one, I'm gonna make it bite you. Maybe that's why Kenny got bit. Like what you said, maybe it was a dog. Who knows? I don't know. But don't touch my dog. We got beef.
Now, let's look at the side of Ace Steel. You don't hear a lot from the Punk and Ace Steel, Ace Steel's wife and poor little Larry.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on their side. We hear everybody else mostly.
Yeah.
Because there's more to this too. Damn, we ain't even done. We talk most of this shit. Peep this though, bro. Peep this. You CM Punk, I'm Ace Steel. Say you just got done making good money. You got Chanel, you know, because she's small.
Yeah.
I think so to handle business. So this is something about my little old Chanel. And say Dorothy's hanging with you, you know, and you know, maybe she's not doing good, maybe she got some surgery or whatever. And I'm, you know, doing whatever I'm doing at the job, and I just hear, motherfucking Chad, wait a minute, my wife in there. And you, Chanel, and Dorothy in some trouble. I would do the exact same thing. I'd be with a cigarette in my wife. My wife. I'd be in that bitch with a cigarette in my mouth, kicking dicks in, I can't talk today.
Gouging
eyeballs and biting to save my wife, my friend, and his little dog too.
Yep, because that Ace still went feral, bro. And
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him. My wife's in there and a foot cast can't move. And these three big grown men kicking down the door where she's
you.
Nah, because obviously if you don't care about the safety of your employees, because Punk's an employee, he works for the elite, don't he? He works for them, right? You don't care about the safety because you about to go beat him up.
Yup.
You don't care about nobody in my eyes. So now we got beef.
Oh.
And now we about to fight. You about to find out what's for dinner because I'm coming in forearms and everything.
Yeah.
You're not about to do that.
I gouging, dick kicking. And so that's how I see it. You don't know that side yet.
Yep.
What I will say, getting back to the importance of the corporate thing, you smart. You're a smart man. You're ready. That's why I focus with you, man. We have the same goals, but different philosophies. And I dig your philosophy at times. And I, at times, don't give you roses. And you're right. I'm like, I don't like it.
The same
But-
for you, dude, bro.
But what I will say is, I will ask, what trumps what? Them being executives? I'm talking about the elite, or them being wrestlers? What trumps
What trumps what?
their positions in the company? That's what I
See?
didn't ask that question.
Yeah, and funny enough, I think that is the problem of having super active wrestlers being EVPs versus them, like, you know, them being an EVP and being a wrestler. Because EVP trumps everything.
There you go.
It trumps it all.
Okay.
But to use a phrase of yours that you were using about men being men, they're men at the end of the day too. They just got
Corporate world
trashed.
don't see
They
that.
just got trashed in front of millions of people.
True.
Because not only
True.
everyone's sorry.
Yep.
Because this ain't just a AEW thing anymore.
Yeah.
This is for the WWE fans. This is for all the fans. Everybody see it.
You right.
Everybody seen it. And
Right.
so now they wound their pride with it. They look like trash in front
They
of
can't
every.
come- You know they can't come back, bro.
They look like trash
They
in
can't
front
come
of.
back.
And that's the problem is that now, what if they can't come back? You got to think. That's like a man you built this podcast and Head of Me and Chad Rico come in and work with us,
Right.
and they take that podcast away from us. I would be sick.
Damn,
I would be
Mexican
sick.
counterparts
Yeah.
did that.
I would be sick.
All the ladies and sombreros flying everywhere.
Sick.
Man,
It's something that I built because
Yeah.
that's why I love AEW.
Mhm.
Because I can always go back to the original vision that Cody, the Bucks, and Kenny had, and Tony.
Yeah.
Of it being this rogue maverick wrestling alternative to WWE, giving us the wrestling fans what we really, really want, and that's
Right.
wrestling.
Yeah.
And it sucks, man. This breaks my heart to a certain degree that this happened because now
Okay.
that's somewhat in jeopardy. I mean, I don't think AEW is going anywhere. Fire.
Oh, no.
Like, it ain't going anywhere. I mean,
So that being said, do you think they should be fired?
do I think they should be fired?
The EVP, the executive vice presidents, or just the executives? You say it like that. I ain't gonna say all them long. I hate acronyms.
It depends.
Because they came in.
It really depends on what's going on because anytime that another person puts their hand on another employee,
Yeah.
most of the time, you out. You out.
Thank you.
But
I
the
think
problem
they should
is,
be.
though, that's gonna apply. That could apply to CM Punk.
Huh?
That could apply to Ace Steel, because Punk may be right in the eyes of the fans. He may be right in the eyes of you, but in the corporate world, violence doesn't beget violence. So
But okay. So Punk practices the First Amendment, right? Talk all the shit you want.
yeah, oh yeah, you're right.
They came in and bust in
Yeah.
Punk's sanctuary. So Punk was defending himself.
But you know,
They came in hot.
yep. But sometimes,
And that's after talking to HR. Remember this
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Remember this.
yeah.
They EVPs. You don't bust in like that when. Oh, I hate using acronyms. They come in as corporate motherfuckers, or when they come in as the boys. You ain't the boys when you a freaking executive now.
When they came, they left that EVP with the HR lady. They said, "Hey, let me take my EVP hat off. You hold on to this. We the elite. We going to go run in on one shot."
That's what I'm saying.
But they have to be very careful how they handle it.
Oh yeah.
Now,
most definitely.
Like I said before, what makes wrestling great is there's some realism sprinkled in with sports entertainment and professional wrestling. It's all just sprinkled in. I would use this as a storyline. Are you kidding me? I would definitely use this.
How would you gather them to do it though? That's the hard part.
If Edge and Lita and Matt Hardy could do it, anybody could do it. Anybody.
Oh no, this is CM Punk. That's like Flavor Mercury, bro. But I get what you're saying.
Anybody could do it.
And that's not a shot at Punk, but I'm all like, that guy.
Because Punk stands on his morals. Yeah. That's one thing I respect.
And that's what I'm saying.
Punk.
You know what I'm saying?
But now, this is kind of one of those things where sometimes you get that fight, you get it out of your system. Now it's like, okay, how do we move forward?
Yeah.
Because listen to Busted Open, I would listen to Bully Ray. He was talking about for one promotion he worked for. The boys, the wrestlers would be like, hey, all right, look, y'all got an issue. I'm gonna pull up 2 chairs. Y'all can sit in these chairs and talk, or you can move them out the way and get it out your system.
Love it.
But whoever loses, they out the company. You out.
I love it. I love it. We either handle it like gentlemen, or we handle it like men. I love it.
But most he said most of the time people will sit down and talk it out, because at the end of the day, I don't want to see the Bucks, Kenny, or Punk gone. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. And apparently Christopher Daniels got so they handed
Nakazawa, Christopher Daniels, and Pat Buck,
and Justin Cutlet.
Oh yeah, Cutlet.
I call him Cutlet.
Oh, Jill hit you too. Yeah,
he called him Cutlet. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. I thought I made something up.
No, you ain't. Nah. Okay. Jim the King Dance.
Jim got it for me. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, man. So they all got suspended at the end of this. And so far,
it's kind of crazy.
I believe Christopher Daniels is back. Pat Buck is back.
Yeah.
I don't know about Justin Cutler, but
is it Justin Cutler?
No, it's Justin Cutler.
It's Justin?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was another name.
No. So they
keep talking.
So
find out now. I feel like they ain't Justin.
Yeah. So they're back, but the Bucks, Punk, and Kenny, they aren't back yet. But unfortunately, Punk suffered another injury. He torn his tricep, so he's gonna be out for another 8 months. Which this is, oh my god, bro, this is madness. Like, I've seen so many memes saying, okay, Punk's title reign has only been 6 days in total, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. I felt bad for Punk in that way, because it was like, dang, you came back, you battled injury, this is what happens to you. And look at Kenny and the Bucks, man, they just won the Trios Tag Team belt. They just won it. And now it's vacant. Well, it was vacated, but now we know who has it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe this, man. In the words of DJ Khaled, this breaks my heart. And Jay-Z, anyway. It breaks my heart, man. It really breaks my heart. I want this issue to get resolved. I feel like they're going to be suspended for a while. I feel like the Bucks and Kenny will be back soon. They'll be back sooner than Punk will be anyway, because they say he's going to be out to like 6 to 8 months. This is almost another year.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
This is crazy, man. Yeah. It's crazy. So, AEW, man.
Ooh, man.
Y'all gotta fix this, man. Y'all gotta fix this. Tony gotta get a hold of his locker room.
Yes.
And lay down the law, man. I know wrestling has been like the Wild Wild West.
It has been.
Yeah, like the Wild Wild West, and they do what they want, and well, not they do what they want, but wrestling's handled a certain way. But we can't do this, man. We can't do this. Like, you're jeopardizing, you're doing this all for the fans, but at the end of the day, this is gonna come like Icarus crashing down into the ground, man. Like, AEW's flying too close to the sun right now, bro. Like, AEW was a darling of professional wrestling, but now we're starting to see the cracks, and it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty, man. And I love AEW, and honestly, I know how you feel about the Bucks and Kenny, but Kenny and Punk, two of my favorite
Brandon
wrestlers.
Cutler.
Brandon? Oh.
Brandon.
Oh, Brandon. Sorry, Justin Cutler. Whoever you are out there.
Brandon.
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
yeah, Brandon. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Brandon Cutler. All right.
Anyway.
And thanks for holding the floor.
No problem. No problem.
It's very unprofessional.
Yeah. So, yeah. I just hope that they get this right, man. They still can salvage this. They still can fix this. I think they can. And to answer your question, I don't think that you have to fire anybody. But you have to be able to find out if these people can work together. That's going to turn, Tony's going to have to, unfortunately, turn into the bad guy. Because Tony's a cool dude.
He already the bad guy now for not doing anything, for not like keeping his own company under control.
You saw when he came to announce that Punk and the Bucks and Kenny have been stripped of their titles.
Yes.
They were booing him out the building.
He had to be. He had to do his
but
job.
you had to be the bad guy, and that's how he needs to handle
the right thing.
He needs to handle it like that. That's how he needs to handle it.
What about this? Relinquish them of their executive titles. And you just wrestlers now for the company. You have to. Because that trumps everything, and they did everything wrong, bro.
And
they did everything wrong.
I think that could happen, and if that happens,
that's fine.
I ain't mad at it, to be honest. I'm not, because we need EVPs that can focus on being the EVPs, doing what they do.
Yes.
But now I don't know. I guess you were telling me before that the Bucks won the tag team division as far as taking care of that. I know Kenny takes over the women's division.
Yep.
If they still do that, and still they're just not EVPs in title, in the name, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have to do something, man. They got to do something.
Now I want to ask you: Did you hear that Kenny, after all that happened, which is wild, right? Like the guy who got bit and got his, newly hair pulled. Do you know after all that, all these guys yelling and all that stuff, that Kenny and Punk was talking? They talked.
Yeah, they talked.
And to no avail. But he was like the most reasonable people.
But I respect.
And I do too.
And I respect that, because you can admit it. Who knows what happened? None of us were there. This is all. Yeah. This whole thing is purely speculation.
Yeah.
From all the things that all the wrestling fans and journalists we've all gathered over the past couple of weeks here.
Right.
But we'll never. I don't think we're gonna fully ever know what truly happened. But I can take bits and pieces and common sense out of everything that we've heard. And I respect Kenny for no matter what, we know this is true. They came to see Punk. They came looking for trouble. They didn't come for a conversation. They came looking for trouble. Because if you really wanted to handle this,
apparently.
They could have handled that later on that Monday morning or whatever.
Right.
But with Kenny and CM Punk talking, that at least shows me that Kenny's man enough to own up to some.
To do something. To actually talk.
Yeah, to talk. And maybe acknowledge that, okay, this went bad.
Yeah.
How do we fix this? But I mean, to be fair, the Bucks probably weren't there because they both got knocked out. So, I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But yeah, man, I hope this gets fixed.
Well, I will say this. This could really help out AEW in the long run.
Yeah.
Based on this. So, let's be honest, like I was looking for CM Punk. The top guys are CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, MJF.
Yes.
Kenny and the Bucks. Let's keep it 100, right? And we put too much on. Well, I say we. They put too much on majority of those guys, and they got good homegrown talent. Because I get why MJF did what he did. I'll ask for money too, and but motherfucker, do you see the ratings when I do my job?
Yep.
I don't even wrestle. Most of the time, he don't even wrestle.
That's cold.
Dope is hell.
Yep. Just you get to talk.
So you got guys like The Acclaim. You got guys like who else? Jungle Boy. You got guys like Darby Allin. I actually kind of like how Darby Allin, and I like how they use him reservedly. It's perfect to me. You got all these men and women. You got Jade Cargill. To me, is like the best experiment in wrestling ever. I mean, she a greenhorn like a motherfucker. You can see it.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's doing better.
Yeah, she's
Britt
doing
Baker. Forget her.
Britt
Jamie
Baker.
Hayter. We got all these chicks that are homegrown talented AEW. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like some of the ex WWE guys and gals.
Miro.
That I need him coming back as motherfucking TNT type champion so he can elevate that champion again. Because I agree with Road Dogg, it is a jabroni championship. But that's another episode, you know, not getting to that. But the point I'm making is, alright, reset. It's like, this is gonna comic book, right? This is the Onslaught saga. We're gonna reset.
Yeah.
We're gonna reset.
Yep.
And Tony, listen to Jim Cornette talk that, you know, that video I sent you. I forget what episode. Well, actually, it was just some side shit, right? You know, kind of how we do side episodes. And he was like, they gotta redo everything.
Yep.
Because you gotta talk to the executives of TNT, TBS. You gotta talk to all those motherfuckers.
Because now you see
how you're not gonna let this happen again.
Yeah, because now you see what's worked for AEW and what hasn't worked. What got us to this point, and how can we never get here again?
I say, and Jim said this, and I agree. Get Jim Ross back to talent relations. Pay that motherfucker another $500,000 if you got to, so he can handle that. Yeah, and have him train because who's talent relations? What's his name? Christopher Daniels. So have him train while he doing that stuff, and like because like even like WWE getting like big time players to do all that talent relations, all that stuff.
And you know that's why WWE. That's why WWE is WWE, bro, because they have so many years of experience.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing
wrapped
too.
up in there. And this AEW was brand new.
Yeah.
But like you said, this is a chance. This is This could be a reboot.
Yeah.
That's a soft reboot of AEW.
Yeah.
You have the chance to do this. You have the chance. I think
you gotta fix it. Somebody gotta fix it.
Because I think that you can still keep all of them there. You really can. But it's gonna take some, in the words of Migos, some straightening.
Yeah.
To get this right. And if people don't want to play ball, I love seeing. Look at my shirt. I love seeing Punk.
Yeah.
But if Punk don't want to play ball, but the Bucks and Kenny at the end of the day, because we all have to be here, then Punk would have to leave. If the elite,
a sad panda.
That make you ain't long, bro. I was one of the fans chanting CM Punk. I love CM Punk. I want him to come back. But if he not gonna play ball, then he gotta go.
Yeah.
If the Bucks and Kenny, they ain't playing ball.
And you heard rumors they calling motherfuckers at WWE to get him in there. And I was like, damn.
But I heard that a lot of wrestlers do that. They do that to kind of be like, hey, my contract might be up. You interested or not? So that's not so out of the ordinary. But what is out of the ordinary is the timing.
There you go.
The timing is wild. But they try to call Cody. What's up, Cody? Yo.
You think Cody? I feel like it's El Generico and OKO.
Oh yeah, could be.
Or Kevin Steen, you know what he's called.
Yeah.
So I'm using their PWG names. El Generico and Steen. Kevin Steen.
I don't know, man, but man, the wrestling world is on fire right now.
But just that, and like I said, Booker T said it best. Overshadowed the paper.
Yeah,
I lost some money.
And that's what I want to talk about as far as the overshadow thing when it comes to the fight. That is crazy. How can an hour and a half to maybe let's say 2 hours after the pay-per-view overshadow the 5 hours of wrestling that I've sat through and watched, that we all sat through and watched?
I lost $50, bro.
I exaggerated, bro. My fault. I exaggerated. I'm gonna say 40 minutes because Punk Scrum was only about
20 something.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna say the fight. Well, I'm giving them a generous 20 minutes for a fight, yelling and altercation. I'm being generous, but we know fights in the real world don't last that long.
But 3 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, if you're good. So, so that overshadowed 5 hours of wrestling, and that is the problem. That's why Tony needs to right this ship. He needs to get this fixed, man, because that's the problem. We all love AEW. We do. But now we're all starting to see cracks in the. It's like, man, the perfect vision that we all have. We hold AEW on this pedestal, bro, for what it is, and now we just looking at it like, ugh, like it's not as perfect as we thought it was. And now it's starting to take away some of the magic, yeah. It's not, and that's, like I said, I love that AEW is an alternate to WWE.
Yes.
Is it going to be WWE?
Hell no, I don't want
nothing's
that.
going to be, yeah, exactly. And I don't want that either. I like AEW as it is.
Right.
But, man, you got to do it, man. You got to. They got to fix this.
I'm assuming, just like me, you don't believe this is a work.
No.
My wife is so many other people believe it is. It's like, how can you orchestrate every bit of this?
I'm not gonna lie. When Punk was just sitting up there talking, at first I was like, man, Punk is punking. Punk is hitting them pipe bombs. But you know what really made me realize it wasn't a work? It's stupid. He was eating them muffins, bro.
You a dog.
I was like, nah, man. Nah, Punk's serious, man. Punk trying to eat. He just like really telling you what's on his mind. I don't know why that man bro, it's so stupid. I don't know how he even came to that conclusion. I'm like, this man eating muffins,
talking
bro.
shit,
It's the real world out here. It is funny. I was reading on Twitter that they were saying that the website where it's getting the muffins from, Mandy's Muffins, I don't know what it was called.
Yeah.
That they were getting review bombed, but they were talking about how good the muffins were, but they were bashing Punk.
Oh wow!
Bashing Punk in the books. In the meantime, like with their comments, and this is funny. But yeah, man, I don't think this is a work, bro. It's not a work.
Hey, I'm tired, I'm old, and I'm dealing with children.
I was like, man, Punk hated. He hated.
That should have told you right there. Like, yo, he mean that shit. Yo.
He hating all y'all.
He sound like a real old man right now. I'm tired, I'm old, I'm beat up, and I'm dealing with children. Fuck. And I was like, yo, nah, he for real right now.
Yeah.
He for real.
That is funny, man. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, we can go on for another 2 hours with this podcast.
Yeah,
I already see that. Oh my god. But yeah, man. Well, AEW, please, for the love of your fans, get this together. That's all.
Tony, there you go, man. Hey, Tony.
Tony, ball in your court, man.
Hey, revamp your executives and book your wrestling back. Get a booker.
Yeah, get him in line. Tony Khan's the man,
bright
man.
I see how you still got them bright eyes, but dude, I know you was like, oh man.
Yeah, it's like, no, I just want to go. I'm going to sleep. I went there with these guys.
Oh man, so Tony, come on, baby boy, you got it. You seem like a legitimate good guy, a nice guy.
He seems like he is.
But you got to grab your nuts sometimes to be the bad guy.
Yep.
It happens to me in my own home, and I don't give a damn because, like, especially if I'm the one flipping the bill, you shut the fuck up.
Yep, man.
Or you get along, or go home.
Yep, get along and go home.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yep. Well, man, let's give them these socials.
Okay.
Check your boys out. Fusion High at Fusion High Podcast.
Yep.
At YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. What else we got? TikTok.
Oh yeah, TikTok. Yeah,
We're handling the TikTok, man.
Yeah, the TikToks.
Yep, putting our little clippies on there, man.
And then, you know, if you want the audio, man, we on Spotify, Google Play, or Google something. I forget what it is now. They changed it. Yeah. Stitcher, Bullhorn, YouTube. It is YouTube Music. Thank you. Yeah. And wherever you find podcasts, you know.
Yeah, wherever you find podcasts, your boys, you can see our picture of our lovely faces, but you can't see us on there because you can't see audio. Unless you take too much pre-workout, then you can't see sound if you take too much pre-workout.
I do know Spotify, they like every picture that I put on there, because I use it, like I just get your pictures, and it shows each different one. So I do like that with Spotify.
I look on it when I'm in my car, I be like, yeah, I feel famous. But man, check your boys out, man. Check out our other podcasts too. Show Stopping with Quiz. We talked to one of our good friends from high school, Chris Thomas, about his wrestling career and just his many stories that he gave us.
Crazy. He gotta go back to the
he said he's definitely gonna do that, man.
I love it.
Yeah, man. Check out our episode with our Comic Palooza debut, our debutante episode of the Comic Palooza stage, and our episode with Josh Martin, aka Majin Buu.
Getting a tattoo.
Yeah, getting a tattoo. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Majin Buu getting a tattoo. Check that out, and man. Let's end this thing, bro. Alright, man. Well, I'm Chad.
You already know what time it is. I'm Jeremy.
And it's Fusion High. We out this thing.